Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Today we are finally on our free day, and kind of like Persona, you can go around, talk to your party members, gain like social links with them, I guess. It's a little bit different, but not much. And do some quests. So, sounds good to me. Okay, so here are the different quests we can do. One from Principal Van Dyke. Let's see, one from George in the engineering club, and one from some girl who dropped her notebook and can't be bothered to actually find it herself. So one for the principal, one from the engineering club. Oh, hey, one from another first year. I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. Hope I don't screw it up. I'm curious about that one from the engineering club, too. Sounds interesting. Well, I've got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? So this is talking about the different quests that we can view in our menu, and then there are required quests that are that you have to do, green quests that you that are optional. I'll be doing all the quests though, and then this is talk about bonding points, which is basically you get 2 bonding points, which are special events that you can do with your party members. But there are normally going to be more than just 2 events, so you have to pick and choose who you actually want to talk to. The weather's beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. And then this is going to be talking about Trista and the shopping district and what the different stores sell here, but it's also going to give you fast travel, which is so nice. Yeah, I'm going to be taking total advantage of that. It's going to be great. So first things first, let's go ahead and use the bonding point. If you look in the upper right hand corner, you see like a little handshake thing going on right there, and that's telling you that I have 2 bonding points. And then if we look here in Machias's picture, there's an exclamation point next to him, and on the right hand side there's an exclamation point next to Elliot's picture. That means that they each have a bonding event that you can do. And over at the Academy, Laura has a bonding event as well. So there's 3 bonding events, but I only have 2 bonding points. So I have to pick and choose. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bonding with people that I have the least bonding experience with. And since Elliot's been in my party for quite some time, I don't have any bonding experience with Machias or with Laura. So I'm going to be doing bonding experience with them, but at the end slate of the video, I'm going to be doing bonding experience with Elliot so that you still get to see that bonding experience. So let's go ahead and talk to him. I was surprised to find that, in spite of its quaint size, this town has all the shops that one could possibly want. This cafe has a rather pleasant atmosphere, too. It seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like a town built around the academy. I have to hand it to you, though. You've really dedicated to your study. Just doing what's expected of a student. You should try to make a habit of preparing for classes in advance, then reviewing new material afterwards. Seems like a smart idea. Maybe this would be a good chance to get to know him a little better. Sure. Mind if I joined you? Not at all. I was just thinking of taking a break myself. Go ahead and order something. You can tell this cafe uses some high-quality beans for its coffee. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee, then. Huh, mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Oh, that explains it. This actually makes me curious about the kind of person that Governor Regnitz is. Why? Because he likes coffee? Now you're curious about him? He's such a strange person because he likes to have a cup of coffee? Seriously? Speaking of which, is that tea that I see you drinking? It is. I'm way more used to tea than I am to coffee. The tea here is nice and relaxing, too. I'm not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. It doesn't help that I always associate it with nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble arrogantly sipping away at the cup the other day. That couldn't be anyone other than you, sis. And how do you sip arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try, though? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. You should try some of my coffee, too, then. Okay, so they each pour some of their drink into the other's cup from their respective pots. You were right. This isn't so bad. Huh, glad to hear it. I might actually consider having some coffee next time I'm really studying. It keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't the two of us study here sometime then? Sounds like a plan. And thus, the two finished their drinks and chatted together for a while longer. And yeah, you get 500 link experience for each bonding event that you do. So that's really nice. Next things next, I want to go over to the boutique where you can buy some armor and accessories and talk to this skank right here. Hey, can you do me a favor? Me? Well, if I can help, sure. I'm having some underwear trouble. Only in a JRPG do you have underwear trouble. Could you compare these to the pair that I'm wearing? I want to know which ones are cuter. You what? Take it easy. I'm just joking around. What's with this girl? Yeah, seriously, what is with this girl? So now we can shop and purchase. I want to purchase the plain white t-shirts for the guys right here. And they're still technically part of your party, so you can go ahead and equip them. Why not? It's pretty good. It raises your defense by 20, your art defense by 35, and your evasion by 5% as well. So pretty nice to have. So yeah, I'll be doing that. And next thing I want to do is go to the bookshop. So let's see, where's the bookshop? There it is. And talk to you. And here at the bookshop, you can purchase all sorts of different books. And these here are pretty nice. And then, there we go. So let me show you what they actually do. You go to your item menu, and the Imperial Chronicle you can't actually use. In the Trails in the Sky series, you could use them and they would like give you information about the world. But these books, because they have interests for each person, they will give you 50 bonding or link experience with a particular person. The first one for Elliot, this one for Laura, and then the last one for Gaius. So I'll be sure to buy all those books whenever I can, but as far as using them on screen, yeah, this is the only time I'm actually going to use them on screen. So there you go. And then you could talk to Keys, the owner of the bookstore. Have you heard of the Red Moon Rose? It's a pretty popular novel these days. As a matter of fact, I happen to know the first chapter of it right here. Why not give it a read? Awesome. Are you sure I can just have it? Think of it as thanks for helping the student council with their work. And besides, giving you a free book makes you more likely to buy one from us in the future, right? Well, thanks. Next time I need a book, you'll be the first to know. Well, awesome. Let's head on out of here. And let's see, want to go up here for an event. Man, the weather's perfect today. The fish are really going to be biting today. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Hey there, haven't met you yet. You've got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7. That's right. My name is Reem Swartzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakelord, class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back. You'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise. He's pretty laid back himself, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club's about fishing? Catch on quick. Trista's supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? How about giving it another shot? Well, sure, but how'd you know that? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another, there's a fishing book in the beginner's rod. Are you sure I can have these? I feel kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't even sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. You'll be starting off as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. Oh, what? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. But yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that that's all explained, it's time for me to head off. I got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. Yeah, there's another fishing spot that I showed you last time. It's over by the gymnasium, so I'll be fishing over there as well, off screen. I'm still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, it wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see. The label says that it's made by the Lakelord Company. Wait a minute. Isn't Lakelord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then. and I'd assume experts on fishing. What you see there? A fishing spot, yeah. Anytime that you see the little droplets of water icon, it means that there's fishing. So yeah, let's do it. And that's just talking about the fish, how to fish, the fishing points, all that kind of stuff. And then you can, the more you fish, the more fishing points you get, and you can trade them in for items with Kenneth. But let me show you how to fish. So here we go, let's just get this started. It's a little bit more complicated than in Trails in the Sky, where basically you just hit X whenever the exclamation point came. Now you have to do that, and then you have to button mash. So yeah, it's just, whichever one is highlighted, you have to mash that button until you catch the fish. It's nothing too complicated, but there you go. Awesome. Ooh, got 5 points. Sweet. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my fishing off screen, here and at the gymnasium spot. I went ahead and finished my fishing here at the lake, and you can talk to Kenneth, because he's over here too, and you can trade your points for whatever you have. So if I wanted to buy this stuff, I could. I don't think it's all that necessary right now. I might buy the mute one, but yeah, I have 88 points, but I'm going to save my points for later. And that being said, let's head on inside the gym, because there's another bonding event that we can do there. I said earlier that Laura is in there, and I want to make sure that I talk to her and get this nice bonding event. Sweet. Ooh, she's in a bathing suit too. Awesome. Good day, Reed. Had you come for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club's active at this time of the year though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. Huh. How did I know that you'd say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Sure! Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short-distance swimming speeds. Do you think that you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Wow, she's pretty good. Actually, I've got to say, she's pretty quick. Goal! That took you 22 and 34 seconds. Whew, just a so-so time. So-so? You tore across the pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father's a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one. Maybe. But he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could hardly take my eyes off of her when she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh, no, don't mind me. I'd take it swimming is a specialty of yours, then. Perhaps more habit than specialty. Ligrim is located beside a lake, and I used to swim there in the winter to train. It seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you joined a more combat-oriented club, but I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me, there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword, you can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck. I know you can do it. And yeah, we got 500 link experience with her as well. Nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah, keep on training. Yeah, you could learn from her, I've gotta say, Reem. But next thing's next, we need to start on some of our quests. So let's see, let's go to the Student Union building and start our optional quest first. And we gotta talk to this girl. Yeah. Pardon me, you're Colette from class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the student council. Yeah, I did, but you're that guy from class 7. Did you join the student council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The student council president told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow. We're both first years, but you seem so much more grown up than me. The people in class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So, you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook. Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does that mean that you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see. So that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, yeah, let's accept. Sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me where you first noticed that you dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school. Got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had finished for the day yesterday, when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking with my friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I see, that narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library though? Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Right. So there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. The best way to go about this seems to be to split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning, and the rooftop's out because the janitor said that he didn't notice when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. The main building it is, then. So you think I should start with the classrooms? No, I don't think you need to check them at all. I searched my classroom yesterday, and I didn't go into any of the others. It'd probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas in there. I have a feeling that it's in the main building, if it's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the student union and keep up your search. Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out. Okay, start that quest, and now I want to start up the next quest by going to the engineering building and doing them both at the same time to be as efficient as humanly possible. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa when I first arrived in the academy. You've got a good memory. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You're Reem Swartzer from class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much, but I am curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yeah, you can basically think of this as the academy's very own orbit factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbits here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you've prepared all the stuff that you wanted me to deliver for this request, too? That's right. I handle that stuff here at the engineering club, too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So what do I need to do? Awesome. Here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver these 3 Orbital products for me. First up is the Orbital Scale, which I deliver to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the second floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Okay, got it. The next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside the academy too? Yeah, there was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people interested too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Heh, sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is the antique Orbital lamp. This one's going to Mitt at the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kinda out of the way, so keep an eye out. Got it. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is the Orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. It's in the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there and she'll call Michael out for you. Okay, got it. I can do that. And that's everything. So here are the items. Got those. And okay, so yeah, we'll manage and report back to him. So let's get this started. Okay, first things first, we're going to go to the main building, second floor of the academy, and go ahead and head over here to grab this lazy girl's book. Yeah, there it is. Looks more like a passport than a book. And you gotta check it, make sure that it's the right person, and yeah, it's hers. Got it. Okay, moving right along. From here, okay. Over here is the next place we have to go. Thank God it's handy dandy exclamation points. Oh, there's that Sailor Moon tranny in here. Hey there, you wouldn't have to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. This is what you've been waiting on. Yeah, I got the Orbital Scale. Sweet. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. Well, George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put on a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I believe it. You don't have an interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing. The cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than making it yourself would. Have you even tried to cook anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're as a virgin as my olive oil. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something, doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. Sweet, get the recipe book. And we get another easy recipe, the simple omelet. And all the ingredients. Awesome. Yeah, sweet. Okay, awesome. So, let's do this. Yeah, okay, thank you. We got it. We're done. Here you go. Good lord. Ugh. Okay, so cooking in this game works just the same way as you would expect it to work. Basically, you choose the recipe. If you have enough ingredients, you cook it. And then this tells you how well you can cook it based upon those little happy faces down there. And let's talk to Sailor Moon. Hey, Serena, what's up? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that you're going to be getting a hunky husband anytime soon. Moving right along, so we've done that. Now we need to head into town, and we need to go to the pawn shop. And talk to you. Oh, you got some business here, kid, or are you just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over, will ya? Right, this guy doesn't seem too friendly. Ah, the kid does nice work. I swear, why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who would have thought an item break right after I paid for it? That's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. What, are you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this as a place as an exchange shop. So, like, items for items? Yeah, I think I got something in a while back that a kid like you would like. It's yours, the way of saying thanks for the delivery. The blade deck. The card game? Seems that way. Some good-for-nothing second here brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. But you can give it a try, or don't, or burn it for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Thanks, that's really nice of you. I have this strange feeling that he just gave me this because he didn't have anywhere to put it, but oh well. Yeah, another thing. My shop's got the finest selection of curios in all of Trista. If you don't see anything you like, come back later. I change up the goods sometimes. When? When I feel like it. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for the delivery, and enjoy playing cards or whatever. Anytime. Okay. Yeah, this is basically a synthesis shop. So what you can do is you can purchase curiosities, which will change, and you can also synthesize lower items for higher items. So let's look at the curios that he has. He has different stuff that I'm not going to be buying because number one, I can't afford it. Number two, I don't care. And we can exchange. So like, let's say that I wanted the Tiara Balm. I would need to have, let's see, I would need to have, it looks like I would need to have 5 tear balms, and I only have 3 of them, so that wouldn't work. Same thing with these different accessories, different quartzes over here, and yeah, different other stuff, or master quartzes, I guess these are. But I can't do anything like that right now, so next off to Radio Trista, but I guess I'll go to, I don't even know where I went to. Because you can't actually warp to Radio Trista, you just have to kind of go there, which is unfortunate, but something tells me I'm not going to be going there very often, so yeah, I'll just deal with it. The easiest way to go would be to warp over to the inn and then just head over here, but I kind of messed that up, so inside we go. And talk to you. Welcome to Radio Trista. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I've got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally I'd like to take it to him directly. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you'd like. Sorry to keep you waiting. You said you got a delivery from the engineering club for me. I do indeed. Here it is. Wow, you really did fix it up. This is some pro-level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous and quickly to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. I can imagine that would be pretty intense. Well, starts at 9 tonight, and if things work out, Radio Trista's guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity, which will mean I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of, sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. This job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show tonight. Ha, you bet. Or I would if I had an Orbital radio, but I'll just lie to your face anyway. I gotta head back, or sound producer's here waiting for me. Normally I treat you to some tea or something, but today's really busy. Tell George thanks for fishing my watch when you get back. Yeah, good luck. Okay, so there we go. We're done there. And back to the engineering room. Let's see. Actually, before I turn to the engineering room, let's turn in the notebook to Colette. There you are. Did you find it? Yeah, assuming this is actually a notebook, why don't you check it just to be sure? Thanks. You're right, it really is mine, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Pringle. I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was that important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where'd you end up finding it? Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area? It was in one of those, sort of in the gap between the cushions. Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I've dropped it when I was sitting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time, though, so I didn't end up losing it. Well, why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? She puts it in her skirt pocket. Yeah, a lot of boys use the jacket pocket. And she hasn't had any problems with that. She doesn't really even know that there was a jacket pocket. And then she checks and she's like, oh my god, there's actually a pocket here. Who would have thought that there was a pocket in a jacket? Yeah, I don't know why they're going on for like 20 minutes about pockets and jackets and pockets and skirts and pockets and pants, but God almighty. Anyway, she gives us an accessory that gives us plus 10 defense and protects against poison. So that's pretty nice, actually. And I'll go ahead and equip that. There we go, silver chain, sweet. And let's see, next thing's next. Let's go to the engineering building. And thankfully, they don't blab on about pockets for a year and a day. Oh, hey, seems like you're done with those deliveries. All 3 of them. Nice work. So now that you've finished delivering those, what do you think of the places you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I normally go either. I might have wandered in the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Yeah, I don't think most students would. The pawn shop in particular is kind of hard to find, too. Yeah, that's true. But now I feel as though I have a general idea of where most of the main places in Trista are thanks to this. It almost feels like this request benefited me more than it did you. Well, that's nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while you were at Radio Trista too, didn't you? Did he do anything about the new show that you're starting up? He did. It starts at 9 p.m. tonight, doesn't it? I figured he'd mention that. He's thrilled about the show and the enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? Are you planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... Oh, you don't have an Orbital radio? In that case here, it's all yours. Wait, really? It's the latest model too. Same one I've got. He helped me out big time today, so it only seems right to pay you back. You sure? Of course. I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use of it. It'd be a waste to just leave it here collecting dust, so I'd be thrilled if you actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like to tell the rest of Class 7 for me. Instructor Sarah came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance for all your Arcus units. No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club's basically Thor's orbital factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus units myself. So if you need help with anything Arcus related, just come visit me here and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad adding to your workload, but it's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge of this stuff. That's quite the compliment. All right, I also meant to ask, you know about Sepith Mass, right? Basically, he's saying that you can sell Sepith Mass for money. So that's all he's saying there, and I've already told you guys about that last time, so there we go. Now, if you talk to him, well, it's going to tell you what you can do. You can modify your orbments, and you can also synthesize various quartz, and you can upgrade your weapons as well. So, yeah, he's pretty useful, and what I want to do is, let's see, I think it's modify exchange and slot. Yeah, I want to open up a slot. Oh, it's already open. I want to open this slot for Reem, just to give him an extra orbital slot. And here you can actually buy a Scepter Master Quartz, but I can't afford it right now. So if you can afford that and it's something you want to do, be my guest. And you can also customize weapons, but I don't have any U materials, so I'm not too concerned about that right now. Anyway, next time on Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, we will be doing which quest? This quest, the Old Schoolhouse Mystery Quest. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to stick around for Elliot's Link experience. Have a good day.